Greetings comrades, Multi-Game Master 1 reporting in, and welcome back to Let's Play 100% Banjo-Tooie. In the last episode, we explored the lava side of Hailfire Peaks, and in this episode, we're going to explore the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. But before we do that, there is one more thing that we can do in the lava side of Hailfire Peaks, and for that, we're going to have Kazooie do things for us. We're here inside the volcano because there is another Jiggy that we can get inside this place, and it involves these stone switches. What you have to do is to find and press down on all of them so that sections of the platform will rise out of the lava and therefore grant you access from one switch to the next. There are 6 stone switches to be found in all, so keep an eye out as you navigate your way through the volcano. A couple of things that you want to look out for. 1. The pool of lava dead below you. Do not fall in, otherwise you will take damage as you get burned. 2. That hothead over there, which will try to ram into you given a chance. And 3. You'll want to keep an eye on your air gauge because the longer you spend inside a volcano, the more air you will lose within time. So try to get everything done as quickly as you can before you suffocate to death due to lack of oxygen. I have to say, this has to be the most intense part of the adventure as of so far. I mean, we're in a volcano and there's lava everywhere and also those flaming rocks that are just shooting out of there as if they were flaming bubbles from the Mario series, don't you think? After pressing down on all 6 of the switches, there's the Jiggy that you can get. And right over there we have 3 signposts which I will read. Hot Link's code in the skull and wigwam. Okay, confirmed. Only a ball of great size can start the oil drill. Affirmative. When things get too hot, remember your bearded buddy. That last one is confusing. Bearded buddy? The only buddy I know that has a beard is Bearded Dave from YouTube. Shout out to Bearded Dave, this is for you, buddy. Okay, let's make our way over here and grab this extra honeycomb piece and proceed through this passageway that takes us to the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. And inside this icicle grotto, we will find new enemies known as shards. When you get close to them, they will chase after you. You can take them out easily on sight. They break easily like glass when you attack them. Let's see what's through here. Scanners indicate location of kids evacuation found. Exterior door opening to enable manual viewing. Detecting Earthling crosswind. Be careful. It seems like we're gonna meet those aliens again. Yoicks. I calculate it's a long way down. Huh? What's going on? Keep ship steady. Is he gonna fall? Oh my goodness. Activate jetpack! Why is it not working? Ouch. Never mind, I'm okay. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. I'm dead. Well, that's a shining moment for aliens everywhere. Let's learn the next move from Jam Jars. Glide. Now you're lifting, no big fat bear. Easy it'll be to glide through the air. Jump up high and then hold left trigger or right trigger. Don't need fly pads or feathers red. That'll be all. Dismissed. Thank you, Jam Jars. The move glide is very useful to help Kazooie soar across long distances and pick up items such as this. And since we have that accomplished, let's now make our way back inside the volcano and proceed back into the icicle grotto because there are a couple more things that we can find in there. Back into the volcano we go. This might be the last time that I'll have to go back in here, but something tells me that it probably isn't. I don't know, I'll figure things out along the way as we go. For now, let's just proceed back into the same way we came in to the icicle grotto, shall we? We might be able to find a few more things as we look around. Let's check out this passageway over here. Hi Sard, you're dead. Over there is a treble clef, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smash it open from the ice. And right over there is a Jinjo that we can rescue if I can reach it. Almost there. Job well done, Kazooie. You are truly the greatest majestic bird ever. Right over here is a warp pad, and let's see what's down here. A shock jump disc pad encased in ice. Eggs. This has to be a Jinjo. Nope, that's a Minjo. What a clever ruse. You would think that a Jinjo would be trapped in ice so that you could rescue it, but no, it actually turns out to be a Minjo. Those guys are very good pranksters. They do a very good job at deceiving you, as I said time and time again. Okay, let's make our way up here. We will see a hole over here that we can use a Clockwork Kazooie for, and if we proceed down the tunnel, we will eventually come to an item of particular value that may be useful for us on our travels, and it's this Cheeto page. And now that we have that, let's make our way out of here and get away from all of those shards. Also, I don't understand why my game keeps freezing, but it's only temporary. Right here is a brand new enemy known as Bigafoot. When you get close to it and it sights you, it will kick you with its foot. It takes several hits to bring him down, but you can do so. Let's see, up here we have some notes, which I will take. You never know when we're going to need more notes. And let's see what's over here. We have a machine of some kind and also an iron warehouse. Let's get a look at the machine. Here's a switch. Let's see if we can press it. That switch looks rusty. You'll need more weight. Oh no. What cheek! Fancy trespassing on my glacier without my permission. Boy, are you going to suffer. Not again. First it was a fire dragon, and now it's an ice dragon that we have to deal with. Why don't we have Banjo and Kazooie reunite with each other, so that way we can deal with him. Also, we're going to worry about that oil drill a little bit later. For now, first things first, we get rid of that dragon. Out of my way, Bigafoot. I don't want to smell your disgusting feet, or even feel them, because I can tell that they've been out in the snow for far too long. Notes right here that we can grab. Let's see what's down here. Dead ahead of us, we will see a Jinjo, which we might be able to rescue. Well, that's unfortunate. Seems as though that something is keeping us away from the Jinjo. We're gonna have to find another way to rescue it. Now let's see what else is around here. More Bigafoots. Oh no, that dragon again! Run, run, run! That was close. Hey, it's a bigger Bigafoot. I'm Bigafoot. I have an enormous foot. That's nice. Yes, it is, isn't it? And if you try to steal my shoes, you'll be seeing it close up. But those shoes won't even fit you. I don't care. You're not having them. Oh, come on, Kazooie is right. They can't fit your feet, especially your big toe right there. Incoming! That's gotta hurt. That was loud enough to cause an avalanche. Ooh, ooh, ah! My poor enormous foot! Where's the first aid kit? Step aside, Bigafoot, and let us at those claw climber boots. Also, I'm very surprised that an avalanche wasn't caused in a place such as this. But now we can grab the claw climber boots and proceed our way to the top of the icy mountain and deal with that ice dragon. And I am doing this now because Chilly Billy back in the lava side of Hailfire Peaks was a pain. Us having to go through an ice dragon is pretty bad, in my honest opinion, because I don't want to go through something like this again. For this battle, you'll need fire eggs, and real quick, I'm just gonna stock up on Clockwork Kazooie eggs again. Okay, let's do this. Calling out Ice Dragon, Chilly Willy, Cold and Icy Dragon. He's the twin brother. You must be the pizza delivery boy that beat up my poor brother. He tried to eat us. I suppose you'll be wanting pizza too? Yes, please. I order an anchovy deluxe. Well, tough. We've got none. I'm sure you have. Give me my pizza. We don't have your pizza. Kazooie is telling the truth. Fire eggs is what it takes in order for you to damage him. Aye! It burns! And like before, 3 eggs in a candle will make it disappear. Let me have just a little taste. So once you run out of use for the cannon, you'll need to find another one and use that in order to damage Chili Willy. The difference between him and his brother Chili Billy is he attacks much more faster than what his brother does, making it very difficult for you to take him out in this fight. But as long as you keep moving at all times, you'll be fine. Also, you don't want to fall in the icy water in the center of the mountain, otherwise you will take damage as you freeze to death. And don't fall off the mountain or you'll die. Okay, so far we're doing good. We're just about halfway there at this point. Here, have some more fire eggs. Also, one thing I don't understand, what is the deal with dragons and pizza? I mean, you would think that they would want to eat something else, but instead they just desire pizza. I mean, come on, what is the deal with that? Hey, Chili Willy, eat this. What's the matter, Chili Willy? All burned out? Stop it! I don't want pizza anymore. I'll go and get a takeout instead.
Hold on, you frosty fool. We've beaten both of you now, so I reckon we should get a trophy.
A trophy, eh? How about this? A Jiggy. That's acceptable. So in order for you to get the next Jiggy, you need to defeat both Chili Billy and Chili Willy. Now, which way is it to the fly-through McJiggies? Have fun getting some better food. Seriously though, it has to be a lot better than pizza. At any rate, with the battle won between the twin dragons, we can now take this Jiggy. The battle has been won between us and twin dragons. And now that our work is accomplished up here, let's proceed down the mountain safely if we can. Good thing I have the fall-proof cheat turned on in case I do get hurt. Safe and sound. Okay, let's get a move on. Where to go to next? How about through this passageway? Down the icy slide we go. Whee! Also, you'll see over here that there is a Jiggy trapped behind an ice wall. It's not as easy so much as to— ow! What just hit me? Bigfoot, you need to die. Thank you. Alright, now as I was saying, it's not easy to melt away— why do I keep getting interrupted by these Bigfoots? Die. Okay, once again, you can't melt down the ice wall with means of fire eggs. So we're gonna have to find another way as to how we can get at that Jiggy. Let's see what's up here. Notes that we can collect. Oh, this is different. There's a bigger ice cube with the Jinjo inside. Let's see. Whoa.
Hey, young man. I'm Mildred Ice Cube, but I seem to have misplaced my husband, George. There was this terrible blizzard, and he was whisked off into the sky.
So?
Isn't it obvious? I want you to go and look for him.
We'll do what we can in order to save your husband, Mildred, but could you please give us that Jinjo you have? Please? Ma'am? Hello?
My husband George was blown away into the sky. Don't think you're taking this little man I've acquired either.
Well, Mildred, I'm sorry to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. And comrades, I really do hate for you to see this.
Ah! Tell George his dinner is in the...
It was necessary in order for us to rescue that Jinjo. Rest in peace, Mildred. I am very sorry. Moving on, inside this igloo we will find Boggy's family. Thanks for all your help, Banjo. You're welcome, Mrs. Boggy. Boggy's so lazy nowadays. Can't you take him with you on your adventures? I'd love to, Mrs. Boggy, but I can't. I'm sorry. And speaking of Boggy, here he is over here. Hello, Boggy. Take a look at my new widescreen TV. It's got loads of features.
I'm sure it has.
It has, actually. 100Hz scanning, Dolby 5.1 surround sound, 9,999 channels, 15 SCART sockets, 3 remote controls.
Yawn!
Oh, sorry, but it's got no online shopping, and I'm really hungry. What do you want? A big hot fish would be great. Here you go. Enjoy, Boggy. One fresh hot fish. Well, are you okay? Whoa, he had a Jiggy inside him. Again. What was that? Wow, the fish must have swallowed a Jiggy. Oh, that makes sense. Well, if it's not edible, I don't want it. Fair enough, Boggy. I'll add it to our collection. Be my guest. I got stuff to watch. Yeah, you just do that, Boggy, and we'll take this Jiggy. Also, what is it that you're watching? I don't know what that is, but if one of you guys could let me know about this in the comments below the video, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, funny thing, did you know that the fish that we gave Boggy is actually a din-din fish? So I guess Boggy had some pretty good din-din. Wow, that kills me. Here are the kids.
Cheers for the burger back at the fair.
No problem, Groggy.
I think I need to use the bathroom, but I can't seem to get up.
I'm not surprised. You ate way too much in the fair. And also, there isn't a bathroom in this place. Where are you going to go to use the bathroom? Unless if you went outside and... Oh my goodness, that would be gross. Let's not even think about that.
Jumping on Mom and Pop's bed is almost as much fun as the fair.
Getting yourself into more trouble, I see, eh, Moggy?
I told my dad you hit me, and he's going to bash you after his DVD has finished.
I'm sure he will. I'd like to see that happen.
Thanks for the fries, Mr. Bear.
You're welcome, Soggy. By the way, I made a mistake in episode 9 of Banjo-Tooie. Soggy isn't a male, she's actually a female. Big mistake on my part.
Look at Moggy on Mom's bed. I'm going to tell her, and he'll be in so much trouble.
Good luck with that, Soggy. Although I do hope that you don't get in trouble for being a tattletale. Nobody likes a tattletale. Let's get a move on. We still have a little bit more of the icy side of Hailfire Peaks to explore. Wait, I wonder what's through that dark passageway over there. Out of my way, Bigfoots. Both of you, get out of here. Okay, let's see what we can find. Anything here? It's just an energy bar refill. Well, it's useful in some purpose, I suppose. Die, Bigfoot. I said die. Thank you. Alright, let's see what's up here. A warp pad, split up pads, and a giant switch dead ahead of us. Let's see if we can try to press it down. Well, that's unfortunate. We can't seem to do that. We'll need to come back with something heavier than what we are now. Let's see, notes for us to grab inside these ice blocks. It makes sense as to why they're frozen, especially since this place is really cold. Dead ahead of us is Wumba's wigwam, but before we head in there, if we make our way over here, in this little section, we will find a Globo. Come here, little guy. And real quick, I'm just gonna take this, just to make sure I have full health. Now we can make our way back by using this ledge to get across. Also, watch out for the Snapdragon right here. And don't fall in the icy water, otherwise you will take damage from it, as I explained earlier on the top of the icy mountain. Now, off to Wumba's wigwam. Wait a second, hold on. Oh, here's Alf. He just had one mission, to find and rescue his kids in this place. Unfortunately, his mission has failed, and now he lies dead on the cold ground. Rest in peace, Alf. But then again, maybe there is a way to help him out. I mean, characters can't just die forever. Well, except for Bottles, which of course happened at the beginning of the series, and we're still planning on helping him out. And I probably shouldn't get into more detail about death in this game because it is quite disturbing to talk about it. Now that we've activated the magic, let's see what Wumba transforms us into. A Snowball! Snowball fight anyone?
Mumbo called this Snowball. Use left stick to move and hold X for big heap roll attack.
One thing to note about the Snowball, you start off at very low health, but if you roll around in the snow for a few seconds, you will get health restored, and you will become much more bigger. And also, the roll attack makes you practically invincible against the enemies, so they'll be flattened when they get in your way. Now, there are a couple of things that we can do as a Snowball actually, and we are going to make our way to those spots with the favors. Camera, thank you. Real quick, I want to kill this guy. Now let's see if we can rescue this Jinjo while we're a Snowball. This Gus is so strong! Well, that was easier than expected. You probably could get it done faster and easier if you were a tiny Snowball, but apparently either method works, so you could just do whatever it is you want to in order to rescue the Jinjo. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to deal with that giant switch, because now I believe that we're something heavy enough in order to press it down. So carefully make our way over here, and the switch is now pressed. And that was a train switch, so now the train station within the icy side of Hailfire Peaks is available for Chuffy to travel to. Well, so much for carefully making our way back. Well, I'll just find another way. Another thing that we can do is to press down the oil drill switch that we saw back at the oil drill. One way in which we can do that is to use this warp pad and go back to the fire side of Hailfire Peaks. While you're in here, it's worth mentioning that the longer you stay here, the more you'll start to melt and take damage, so get out of there as quickly as you can. Now from here, we're close to the oil drill switch, so let's make our way over here and press it down. Let's see if there's anything worth digging up down there. Yes, let's see indeed. This will probably take a while before we get some treasure. Or maybe we'll spring oil. Anytime now. Did you guys hear that? It sounds like we sprung for a Jiggy. That unfortunately ends up in the pipeline and bounces its way to the waste disposal plant back in Grunty Industries. Seems as though that we're gonna have to find a way in order to get to it. I have a couple of ideas as to how we can get at the Jiggy, and since we're done being a Snowball for right now, we can put those ideas into effect. So let's just make our way back over to Umba's wigwam and transform back into Banjo and Kazooie so that we can execute my plans. One of them should be able to work. Also over there is a frozen beehive. I'm not even going to bother setting it free. It could just stay frozen for all I care, especially after all of the trouble it gave me in the past, and I don't wish to go back to that. Now before you can head inside Wumba's wigwam, you'll need to shrink yourself, and the only way in which you can do that is to use this campfire. Ow! This seriously burns. There probably should have been a better way as to how you can enter Wumba's wigwam as a Snowball if you want to transform back into Banjo and Kazooie. But if you have to take damage in order to get back inside, then so be it. Rules established by Nintendo and Rare. Okay, now from here we're gonna make our way back over to the oil drill. I wonder how it is that Banjo and Kazooie can survive in cold environments such as this. But then again, the more I think about it, the more I realize that they did the same back in Freezy Peak and Click Clock Wood, the winter version to be more specific, within the first game, Banjo-Kazooie. So I probably shouldn't question it whatsoever and just accept the fact that they could just move around in places like this. Can I have help from you? Thank you. Much appreciated. And also, you Bigafoots are a nuisance. Never put your feet in front of my face again. Okay, onward to the oil drill. Let's see if we can use a Clockwork Kazooie egg to go through this hole that you see right here. Well, that didn't work. Hey, Rustbrain! You can't go through there! Who are you calling Rustbrain, soldier boy? Okay, plan B. As soon as I get past these Bigafoots. Ridiculous how they respawn within seconds. Now my second plan, plan B. Use these split up pads, have Banjo and Kazooie split up, and simply use Banjo's Shack Pack ability in order to get inside the hole. That's one thing I forgot to mention from the last episode, but Jam Jars did. With the Shack Pack ability, not only can you travel in liquids, but you can also go through tiny holes, as you will see in just a moment when we approach the pipeline. We're finally here, now let's make our way inside. In we go, I hope this works. We've made it inside the pipeline, and now we can take the Jiggy. Also, I just realized I have everyone's favorite number of Jiggies. 69. Lol. Go ahead and laugh, guys. I did that just for you. And you should be very excited that I have that number. After all, it is everyone's favorite number. Get out of here, Bigfoot, jeez. Thank you. Okay, on that note, we're gonna end the episode off here for now. So in the next episode, we are going to possibly finish up everything within Hailfire Peaks. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next episode, this is Multi-Game Master 1, over and out. See you later, comrades.